What's up, guys? So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 tips that will instantly make you better at NBA 2K22 ProAM. Every concept that I'm about to teach you is things that we've learned from playing the game professionally and things that we do at the professional level. I'm going to give you guys these tips that you can implement to your game so you guys can be playing at a pro level. If you guys do enjoy this video, please do me a huge favor, smash that like button and sub to the channel for more, guys. By hitting that like button, it lets me know that you want to see more content like this, and it encourages me to do more stuff like this. So without further ado, let's get right into this action. So this doesn't count as one of the 5 tips, but just a quick PSA, you guys need to make sure you are on the right builds. I actually did make a video on the best builds you could be playing on in ProAM. That video will pop up in the top right hand corner of your screen right now, so check that out after this video. So let's start with tip number 1, and tip number 1 is improving your defense with zones and rotations. To keep it short and sweet, zones and rotations can instantly improve a team's defense, even for teams that are not the best overall defensively. Having the right zones, implementing the right rotations, and using them at the right times in games, keeping the point guard on his toes, making him guess what you're going to throw at him as a defense can really drastically change the way your team plays D. As a point guard who's led the NBA 2K League in assists for the last 2 years, there is nothing on this planet that I enjoy more as a point guard than a team that sits still and allows me to pick them apart. Elite point guards are going to figure out that so fast, okay? You cannot just sit back and allow a point guard to get in rhythm. When you constantly throw different schemes, different rotations, different looks at a point guard, it messes with their mental. They start overthinking and they start making mistakes. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys one rotation that you can add to your game, and I'm actually going to give it from the point of view of Crush, who's one of the best lockdowns on the planet. I think he did a really good job of explaining it, and he actually made a video that's very insightful. I'm going to go ahead and show you part of it.
The first adjustment I want to show y'all is putting the big on the triangle side. This right here is called triangle defense. When you're 3, 4, and 5, or you're 3, 5, and 4, it doesn't matter. It's in the same side of the court at all times. Playing this middle, you know, I get hit a little bit. Yusuf shows for me. Look at Shots being a demon. So now BP is thinking in his brain, you know, Shots is going to take the slip. But in all reality, Yusuf is getting back, and Shots is just showing for him a little bit while he gets back here. Now we got BP thinking. So we're going to let the clip play out. Shots fakes him, gets a tip, it goes out of bounds. And like I said before, now BP is thinking from a different side of the court than he was last game. Next possession, we got Shots obviously on the single side again. We know he's going to go to that right side of the court. I'm playing better defense. I'm going under screens. I'm going over screens. He gets a right side drive, and look at what Shots does. Shots takes his drive while I'm getting to his corner. Like I said before, this is all new to BP. Everything is processing in his head. He's not used to passing. He just came off of a 40-point win. He's not looking to pass the ball. So we run a rotation now. We moving as a unit. I'm running to his corner. You know, we got him taking double pump layups. Now his teammate get the ball. Now he want to make a play. At the end of the day, if BP don't have the ball in his hand this game, we live and we die with it.
So that is just one of the many rotations that you guys can have as a team. And I'm telling you guys, when you have the ability to mix up rotations and throw point guards different looks constantly, you're going to be all up in their head and you're going to make them play really, really bad. Tip number 1 was about defense, so I want to go ahead and pivot over to the offensive point of view, okay? So one thing that you guys need to focus on, this is tip number 2. Your point guard needs to control the speed and the pace of the game. Part of controlling this pace and the speed of the game, though, is knowing what speed and pace your team excels at, okay? Are you a guy that plays better when the game is slowing down and you can make reads and break down the defense? Are you a guy that plays better by keeping the game fast-paced and making your opponent keep up with you? That's something that you guys have to recognize and look at. Now we're just going to go over a few possessions in this game, and I want to show you guys how we control the pace of the game. So the score is currently 8-4. This is a team that was known for playing slow. They don't take a lot of shots. They don't score a lot of points, but watch how they play to the speed and level that we want to play at. So they go ahead and they take a 3, they get a white, whatever. Look, we're going to come up the court and we're going to score within the first 8 seconds of the shot clock, okay? And not really wasting any time taking what the defense gives us. I'm gonna go ahead and throw off a nice lob, and we're gonna keep the speed of the game up, because that's when we're at our best, is when we're making them play fast and we're playing fast. So we throw in a quick little press. We weren't known for being a great defensive team, so our defense doesn't lead to a lot, but as you guys can see, they're starting to take bad shots and make bad decisions because we're making them play at a speed and style that they're not used to. So look, he throws a stupid turnover and we're off to the races again. We're gonna go ahead and get another quick bucket because that's just how we play the game. Look, they drop from the corner, I make the easy kick, boom. 8-second score, 8-second score. I'm shaking my head. Yeah, we got them where we want them. We're playing the game that we want to play. Another possession right here, 13-7. They're going to go ahead and move around. We're kind of swinging, we're moving, making them take bad shots because they're feeling the pressure of keeping up with us. But something that I want you guys to understand is just because we play fast and just because we're playing a high tempo doesn't mean that we're forcing anything, okay? This possession right here is a perfect example. We're going to use a lot of the shot clock here. Look, we've already taken more than 8 seconds, 7 seconds on the clock. We're going to get exactly what we want to get a good shot that's going to lead to our team playing at the level that we want to play at. Look at the difference. We're 6 of 7 from the field, and they're not, okay? We're 6 of 7 and they're 3 of 7. And they can feel that in the game, they're going to have trouble keeping up, okay? They're 3 of 7 with 2 turnovers trying to keep up with our speed. We're 6 of 7, 4 of 5 from 3 with no turnovers because we're playing the speed and style of game that we want to play. And I think that's something important for you point guards out there to understand is that you guys need to find the speed that you excel at and play with it. Another thing that you guys need to have is a designated back end pick and roll defender, okay? So here's the thing. A lot of you guys are playing on centers that are 7 foot, 7'1", 7'2", and even 7'3". So even if you guys were 7'3", and the minimum weight that you could do to get the half rebound chaser, which is 237, look at your speed, guys. You have a 61 speed and a 58 acceleration, okay? While this isn't bad, this isn't ideal for guarding the back end of the pick and roll, okay? So look, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys concepts of what you should be doing for your back end. So your back end could be anywhere from 6'6" to 6'9", okay? So we'll just look at a 6'7" right here, a 6'7" minimum weight. Look at the speed difference, guys. You're going from a 61 speed on the back end to a 78 speed on the back end. And here's the thing, as a point guard, there's nothing more frustrating than cooking a lock, right? I'm cooking a lock, I'm beating a lock, and then the guy that's switching on to me is as fast as the lock, and he can keep up with me, and he can hold the lock's hand. There's nothing that as a point guard I enjoy more than having a really slow, really inept player on the back end, you know, a 7 foot, 7'1", 7'2", 7'3", that when I get the switch is barbecue chicken and I'm cooking them up, okay? You want to make sure that you have somebody that's fast enough to keep up with these fast point guards. Everybody's playing on these 95 to 99 speed point guards. You want to make sure that you can keep up with them. So I would recommend, guys, anywhere from 6'6" to 6'9". I'm telling you guys, this will drastically change the way your team plays defense. Look at this 6'6" right here. 88 speed on the back end. That's just as fast as your locks. It's going to make point guards' jobs extremely hard. And when you guys throw in those rotations that I talked about earlier, you're really looking at a defense that's going to box these elite point guards. ProAM is a game mode that you need to play with people that you like and have chemistry with, okay? I understand that in other game modes, you can get away with not really knowing people, not really liking people, just kind of playing the game. But in ProAM, you're playing with 5 people, and every single person on your team matters. The point guard matters, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center. Everyone is equal, and if one person is throwing off the vibe, if one person is messing with the flow of the game, you guys are not going to win. You need everybody to be bought into what you're doing. You need everybody to be on the same page, and you need everybody to care and want to win. You're going to take losses. Literally every team does. The teams that win every ProAM event still lose, but the reason they're as good as they are is when they lose, they stick together, they figure it out, and they keep it pushing. And in order to do that, you have to play with people that you like, people that you have chemistry with, and people that you're willing to grow with. I'm telling you guys, if you guys have a toxic teammate or somebody who's too set in their ways and doesn't want to get better, cut him off, man, because he's going to hold you back and he's going to keep you guys from hitting the level that you guys could potentially get to. Tip that a lot of you guys need is playing to the meta of the game and spacing the floor, okay? Some of you guys load up and play this game and think that this is real life where you can do 5 million reps, 5 million cuts, have 2 7'3" glass cleaners in the paint and run a triangle offense, guys. That's not going to work versus elite level competition, okay? Spacing the floor, knowing the game, playing to the meta, doing the things that everybody does to succeed is what's going to allow you guys to eat, okay? If you guys notice, this is the professional level and everybody's running the same exact thing, okay? There's spacing on the court. You know, you have room to operate. You're running a standard pick and roll. Yes, you can mix cuts in. Yes, you can mix wraps in. Yes, you can occasionally mix a play or two in. But please don't come out, guys, running a triangle offense, running the Spain pick and roll, running some crazy stuff that's not going to work and is not going to lead you guys to getting W's. You need to play to the meta of the game. I don't care how good you are. You can take the 5 best players in the world, and if you're not playing to the speed and the style of game that the game is played at, you're not going to be that good, okay? You got to play the game that's in front of you and do what works on that game. My last and final tip is to have a couple of quick hitter plays in your back pocket that your team knows, okay? I'm going to go ahead and give you guys one, but you guys should have 2 to 3 plays that you guys can go to at any given time when the offense is stagnant to go ahead and get you guys a bucket. This play right here, I call W, but I drew this up on the spot, okay? Naturally, I don't really have plays. I kind of come up with them on the spot, but you should have 2 to 3 plays in your arsenal for any given time.
Here's what we're going to do. Listen, I've never said this before. I'm going to hit you the free throw line, Sled. Nate, you're going to cut, and me and Flea are going to grab. It's going to be either me or Flea. Go.
All
right, what? Come on.
What do you want? Usually you give that a name. You should call it.
Yeah, 100%.
And that, my friends, is the end of today's video, guys. I promise you, if you apply these tips to your game, if you send this to your teammates and they apply this to their game, you guys will instantly become better at Pro-Am, guys. I'm telling you, these tips worked for me, and I know for a fact they will work for you too. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and sub to the channel for more awesome content that's going to make you better at the game. I appreciate you guys for watching, and as always, it's your boy Choc. Stay tuned for more, and I'm out. Peace.